Season 1, Episode 1, Lord Eddard Stark says, winter is coming. I'm sure all the GOT fans might have got that feeling that, oh my god, Game of Thrones. For those who have heard this phrase in Game of Thrones, this phrase, winter is coming, was oftenly used to signify that some danger is on its way. You might be wondering, why am I referring and to what danger basically am I referring to? In today's video, I'm going to talk about the financial dangers which are on its way. And if you want to know how to combat these dangers, check out the full video. Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to my new lecture. In today's video, we are going to talk about the different financial dangers that we actually come across. I'm going to talk about 3 major financial dangers in today's video. Number 1, the danger of investing in wrong investment options. Please understand, the investment is not wrong, the investment is not bad. It might not be suitable for you and that is why it might be a wrong investment option. Number 2, it could be a danger of paying more taxes unnecessarily. And number 3, it could be a danger of being overinsured or underinsured. Now you might be wondering as to why did I take this video in the month of February? Ideally, if you ask me, this video, if I'm talking about paying correct amount of taxes or planning your finances perfectly as far as taxes are concerned, this video ideally finds a correct place in the month of April. Then why am I shooting it and why am I publishing it? The reason is very simple. All people will start planning their taxes right when the employer sends them a reminder letter that it's high time you have to submit your investment proofs. If you ask me, ideally a good planner should be making all the tax saving in the right from the month of April, but that does not happen. So in fact, I was having a look at one of the YouTube videos which was basically about procrastination. The concept of procrastination was very well explained. The person who was giving a TED talk, he had told that when he was in college, he was asked to write a research paper and how he had tried to plan it out. Let's say day 1 he's going to write 10 pages, day 2 10 pages, day 3 10 pages, and maybe till the deadline daily 10 pages. That was ideal. Now the next slide was on reality. First day 10 pages because motivation level is very high. It's like 1st of January, right? Then day 2 7 pages, day 3 0, day 4 0 0 0 0, and last day of submission full up. Okay, is that exactly what happens about tax planning? Yes. Many people plan it in this way that every month I'm going to put some money in SIP. Every month I'm going to plan for my taxes, and slowly and steadily I'm going to plan for it. Does that happen with you? You might be starting it in April and May to Jan, then you are in the sleep mode, and then achanak the alarm rings when the employer sends you this letter stating that now submit proofs. That's when you get awake and you say that, my God, I have to plan for my taxes. In a hurry or in a panic situation, are there great chances that you take wrong decisions? Answer is absolutely yes. So we are going to talk about how to stay calm, how to decide which investment suits you. Do remember to check out the full video because towards the end of this video, I'm going to take you through an app, ET Money. Through this app, you will be able to invest money into various options wherein you will get an opportunity to save taxes as well. Do remember that the old tax regime and new tax regime are applicable from the coming financial year. For financial year ending 2020, all these deductions are available to you. So instead of telling you in theory, I will tell you 2 practical case studies where and how people go wrong in tax planning. In fact, I had a colleague in one of my previous workplaces. He had come to me and he said this is one insurance policy of some XYZ company and it looks to be very good to me. And why was it looking very good to him? Because the person who had sold this policy to him was very good at marketing. That's why he was totally convinced that this is one of the best insurance policies on earth that he can ever have, right? When he showed the insurance policy to me, it was a life insurance, by the way. I said the policy is not bad again, okay? But then I asked him, why does he even need this insurance policy? It was a waste of money for him. Now you will ask me why life insurance is a waste for any person. Answer was very simple. Unfortunately, he had lost his parents. He was not married. So the question here is, if he has no parents, then no one is dependent on him. He's not married, he has no children. So obviously, again, no one is dependent on him. Just in case, unfortunately, if he dies, then is there anyone who is financially dependent on him? Answer is no. So who will be the nominee? Who will be the beneficiary? There is absolutely no use for him to be insured, and he need not get a life insurance done for him. But can you tell me which type of insurance he must have had? And the correct answer is health insurance. Because there was no one dependent on him, similarly, he was completely dependent on his own sources of income. So just in case, if due to unfortunately some accident, if he were to be admitted in some hospital, who was going to help him economically? He was himself who was going to help him. So the only cover which he needed was maybe health insurance or maybe accidental insurance. So again, understand, was the life insurance a bad product? No, life insurance was not a bad product. The problem was that product was not suitable for him. So the most important point here is you have to understand which product suits you the best. And for that, if you have a good financial advisor, I think this is where life becomes comparatively easy for you. I'll take one more case study for you. One more colleague of mine, she said that, Rachana, I have this much money in life insurance, I have this much money in PPF, I have this much money in a tax saver FD and ELSS and whatnot, all fancy. Problem is that she had already exceeded the limit of 1,50,000. Okay, so for those who don't know this, there is a section 80C under Income Tax Act, and maximum tax deduction that you can take is 1,50,000. Again, one of the insurance company representatives had come to her saying that this is a very good insurance policy, you should invest in this. Okay, now again the problem here is that she has already exhausted 1,50,000. Why does she even need to buy into any other product? Of course, she needs to check whether she is underinsured or not. If yes, then she can definitely go ahead with that. But if she is very well insured, then again buying one more insurance policy just because she will get a deduction is a wrong tax decision. She has exhausted 1,50,000. Is there any other way where she can save tax additionally? Yes. Answer is absolutely yes. There's one more tax saver option, and that is nothing but NPS. That is National Pension Scheme. In this, you can get an additional deduction of 50,000. But again, the problem is that very few people might be knowing about this. And for this, you need a good financial advisor. And now that I talked about certain wrong decisions that people might take, let us talk about 4 key financial goals that you can think of, not only with respect to investment, but it could be investment plus tax saving combined together. Because that is how I had started my video, wherein I said that winter is coming. We said that the most dangerous thing that you can do is investing in the wrong products which you feel are tax saver products, but they are not. So in this section, I'm going to talk about 4 such financial goals that you can achieve, plus at the same time you can also save some money on taxes. The very first goal, financial goal, should be your wealth creation over a longer term. If you want to create wealth over a longer term, of course the best thing is equity, but if you invest only in equity, you will not get a tax saver on that. So if you want investment plus tax saving, then you should go in for ELSS. Now what is ELSS? Equity Linked Savings Scheme. Okay. Of course, if I start what is ELSS, that will be a completely different video. Okay. So let's understand there is something known as ELSS, wherein, to simplify it, it's like I take an insurance. Okay. Now these insurance guys, whenever they receive my premium, they're going to invest this money somewhere. And where do they invest? They invest in stock markets. Okay, so not over the shorter term ELSS is good, but if you're talking about a longer time frame, more than 7 to 8 years, then definitely ELSS can be a good option for long-term wealth creation plus tax saving. Okay, second one, if I'm talking about healthcare, for healthcare, as I mentioned in the case study, health insurance is important. For that, we have a separate section in our Income Tax Act, section 80D, where we can get additional tax saving. And also we can take care that of all whatever hospitalization expenses we have, or any medical bills that we have to take care of after hospitalization. All this can be taken care of with healthcare with the help of health insurance. Okay, so this is not like an investment option, but yes, this is definitely for insurance. Third thing that you should take care of is not only your health but also your life. So you must think about a life cover. For life cover, there could be 2-3 options. You can go ahead with a term plan, you can go ahead with an endowment policy, you can go ahead with a whole life policy. But believe it or not, the cheapest way to get into a life insurance is with the help of a term plan. Okay, the premiums are very less, and if you go in for an online term plan, then it's absolutely cheap, right? So like for a 1 crore policy, your premium can be as low as 6,000 rupees also. Of course, I'm just telling you a base idea, but it could be a little bit plus or minus from this amount as well. And fourth thing that you need to do for sure is you need to plan for your retirement. A majority of us are in the private sector. I'm not even employed anywhere else. I'm self-employed. So no one takes care of my retirement. And I have to take care of my own retirement. So what is the best option? The best option is NPS. That's a National Pension Scheme. You have a separate section again, 80CCD. Got nothing to do with Cafe Coffee Day. Okay, but 80CCD is the section name wherein you can get an additional 50,000 deduction. This is over and above your 1,50,000. Okay, so that's a good way, to achieve the fourth financial goal, which is retirement planning. Now you might be wondering that we have understood the importance of tax saving and simultaneously checking out the investment angle as well. But the whole question remains is how to go about it. Okay, you have various options for that. Possibility number one, you can go to your personal financial advisor. Then he'll ask you to submit a lot of documents. You'll have to go 2-3 times to and fro. Unless and until you have a very good friend who is your financial advisor, who will come to your home, take all the signatures and all that. Otherwise, it's a little bit time-consuming process and a lot of paperwork is involved. Possibility number two, you can download a bunch of apps from the App Store or the Play Store. There are some banking apps, there are some non-banking apps. Some will have only insurance, some will have only ELSS, some will have some mutual funds. So then I was just wondering if there could be a one-stop solution for this. In the meantime, what happened was that some people from ET Money, they came to me, they approached me, and they said that they have a wonderful solution for my audience. Before telling about this app, I thought of downloading the app myself and just go through it. I came across some interesting features in this app. The very first thing I saw that all the tax saving products are there under one roof. So it's not only about ATC, which involves all the 1,50,000 category tax saving options. They also sell health insurance, which is the 80D, wherein you can get additional tax benefit. The most fantastic solution is basically that they also sell NPS, National Pension Scheme. I myself had to struggle a lot when I opened my NPS account, I guess 2 years ago. But if this were to be done with few clicks, it would be fantastic. It would be a great time saver option basically. Number two interesting feature I thought was that it was pretty easy to buy the various tax saving options here. The KYC itself was a pretty easy thing to do. It was not so complicated. Number three, I thought it was, one more advantage was that it was paperless, and almost in approximately 5 or 10 minutes, the entire process of buying was done. And one more thing, the 4 financial goals that I talked about, all were taken care of in this single app. And one more thing which appealed me the most was that instead of ET Money just being a seller of all these financial products and not selling the products and earning commission, one most important angle that I thought was that they give personalized advice in the app itself. So if you input your credentials in the app, then they would tell you that is 1,50,000 to be invested in tax saving options or not. There is a great possibility that requirement for tax saving options is only 50,000 for you, looking at your income level. So they give a personalized solution for you all also. So as I said, it's not only about selling, it's about telling you or giving you a personal advice as to how much needs to be invested, where money needs to be invested. So I thought it was one of the very good apps which I found on the Play Store as well as the App Store. Well, that's how the app looks like. If I take you through the main point here, for you there are various tax saving options. I'm just clicking on no more. Here you have 3 major options. One is ELSS, one is term insurance, and one is health insurance. As I mentioned, there are different deductions under section 80C and under section 80D. For 80C, you can save up to 46,800 rupees. If I click on ELSS, it will talk about the various benefits which are available for 80C, for especially ELSS. If you are going for term insurance tab, then it will also tell you about certain advantages like there's no paperwork, pretty quick to get a term insurance and so on. For health insurance, one more point that they offer you is whether you want a health insurance for yourself or for your parents. And whenever you go through all these points, then it will keep on asking you additional information from you so that ET app itself suggests you which plan is most suitable for you. Going to the next tab for investments, you can see here that if you want to save tax again, it will talk about the tax saver options for investment, or if you want to start a SIP, or if you want to invest one time, all different sorts of investment avenues are available. In fact, you can also check out which are the various mutual funds which are available for you for investment. You have mutual fund for beginners, you have ELSS, you have top companies, so on and so forth. Going on to the third tab, which is insurance, you can check out the various insurance available options. You have health insurance, you have term insurance, car insurance, two-wheeler insurance. So just to give you an example, if you go in for health insurance, again you will have multiple options. Like if you want to have a health insurance for your parents, or if you are in the smokers category, if you have a pre-medical existing condition, and so many plans. So basically you can also compare the various health insurance plans. I think that's a pretty efficient feature in this app. One more last tab which I would like to talk about is the loans. You can also have a personal loan up to 20 lakhs, but be aware, don't take unnecessary loans. It's not a good financial planning. One more amazing investment option that they are coming up in this app is NPS. Through NPS, as I mentioned earlier, you can save additional taxes on the extra amount of 50,000. Just to give you my example, if I fall into the 30% tax slab, if I invest 50,000 in NPS, then 50,000 ka 30%. So roughly 15,000 rupees I'll be able to save on taxes. What better it can get? So I feel everyone should invest in NPS, and there are also various investment options available for NPS. You can choose if you want to put this retirement fund of NPS into equity, or equity and mutual fund mixed. Lots of options available in NPS. Do check out this tab on the app as well. So I feel this is high time for you to wake up if you are still asleep. If you don't think about your tax planning very seriously now, then you will wake up directly in the last week of March, and that is a time when you end up choosing the wrong investment and tax planning options. So I feel everyone should prepare for your tax planning well in advance. From next financial year, make it a point that you have a look at all these different options in the month of April and May, and not even in the month of January, right? As I mentioned, you have 2-3 options. You can also meet your personal financial advisor, or you can check out other apps also. But I would definitely ask you that you can have a look at this ET app. I've given the link in the description box as well. You can just try to download it, see if you feel comfortable. Do let me know your reviews about the app as well, and if you find it good, let me know in the comment section so that I can also pass on the review to them. As I always say, if you feel that this video is worth sharing, please do consider sharing this video. If you feel you're liking this, do hit the like button as well. I have also started one more feature on my channel, and that's where you can see the join button on my channel. I've made a separate video on membership as well, when you can get access to additional features, additional videos which will be exclusively available for my members. You can also check out the link in the description box. That's it from my side. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Jai Hind. Bye-bye.